Good morning. So today I'm going to talk about a new camera that I just purchased, and it's the Insta360 X2. I got the X2 versus the X3, saved myself $100, and I'm going to do an unboxing on this camera, and we will see how it works. I think it's going to be just fine for what I do. And then at the end we'll go through some comparisons of the X2 versus the X3. So I ordered a Insta360 camera, the X2, and I got the lens cap, the invisible selfie stick, and a card with it, 64 gig, and it came with the t-shirt. Pretty sure I ordered large, and I got an extra large, but whatever, and a bag. So I did not go with the X3. For the extra $100, I guess I just didn't feel like it did that much more. Maybe I made a mistake on that, but I ordered the X2, which is the last model. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll unbox this and give you a demonstration. So, selfie stick ought to be pretty self-explanatory. Comes with instructions. Hopefully I don't need those. Alright, it can be a tripod if you want it to. Seems pretty solid, and then that goes into the camera, and then I do believe might have to read the instructions. Thought you could mount that on that end as well, but maybe not. All right, so do this easy stuff first. The cap, always cut away from you. So, boy, pretty fancy boxing just for a cap. This is the cap that will fit over the end of the camera and protect both lenses. There's a lens on each side of the camera, so that is that. Card, self-explanatory. And the camera comes flying out, so that's good. This is how the lens cap would work. And I'm sure we got a charging cord. There's a charging cord. There's a, looks like a little bag that the camera goes in, and then some stickers and the instruction book. And looks like a lens cleaning rag. So, probably a quick start guide in here, I'm going to guess. Open up the bag. Yep, little bag for it. You can throw it in and protect it. Fits snug on there. All right, and there's where that would attach on the selfie stick. And there that is, and we'll get the battery charged up. Power charger goes in here. Just kind of flip side of the way. And we'll get this charging. Obviously, that looks like a C adapter, which I actually have one over here on the counter. And I'll get it charged up, and then we'll continue. Okay. All right. So, took my lens covers off. I'll take that cover off. I do believe the memory card slot is under here. There's the battery. And there is a little SD card slot right there. Guess I should have got the card out first. get out and try this out before it gets too dark. Wonderful daylight savings time. Alright, SD card slides in there, clicks in. See there's 3 prongs or slots for the 3 prongs that are inside of there. I'm not sure if you can see that in there. So that's the bottom, goes in. Now if you notice, there's orange there, so that one is not totally latched. You got to make sure they pushed in far enough to where there's no orange showing. So I believe it's 1 press of the power button. Says we have an hour and 18 minutes worth of recording and about half a battery, so I think we're going to be able to go out and try and test this thing out before it gets too dark on us. So let's go out and check it out. Okay, so got the app here, and I assume that I need to first off, I need to get my glasses. Hang on. Alright, so maybe camera, search for device. So that would mean that I should probably turn it on. So it is searching. See if it can find it. Found it. The first connection must be confirmed on the device, which is doing this. Alright, so now that's going to ask me to join this network, which is the Wi-Fi off the camera. I'm going to join that. So I think whatever records will be thrown in my album, and I can adjust the angle or whatever and all that fun stuff. So let's get this camera mounted up. We'll go for a ride. It's starting to get dark out there, so. Alright, so we're going to go for a ride here and see if we can figure this out. Did you hear me say we're going to go for a ride? You got your seatbelt on. Whoop, you got hit in the face with the seatbelt. I don't even know if I'm recording. Please install app. I've got the app. I think we're about to see what the camera sees. Alright. So I can push record from the app. I'm going to do that now. And we're going to go for a ride. Take off my crazy grandpa glasses. cold out there. Pretty chilly out there, isn't it, Gracie? Yeah, you're starting to shiver. Why don't you get inside? Wasn't a wasted trip. Do need to go to the chiropractor anyway, so here we are. All right, and we will shut the recording off. All right. And we will shut the camera off, Tracy. Long press of the power button, I do believe, shuts it off. Short press turns it on. The lens cap on. And she's all nervous because she thinks I'm getting ready to get out of here, which I'm actually not because I'm early. It's my appointment. So we will just see how this works. So it should show that we have what I just recorded. Okay, so I can move this around and see any angle that I want to. Add a keyframe. I don't know what that means. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing with the editing part of it yet. But you can turn it around and look basically at whatever view you want. You can see that you don't see the selfie stick. You can look up. Pretty stable, going across the railroad tracks. So then I think at certain places in the video you can set and then say, I want this angle. Then in this spot, I want this angle. You can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Now I could say here, I want to look behind me. So anyway, we'll get into all the editing and stuff later, but it's got a really good picture. So we'll put that all on there and throw that in the video. All right, so after checking out the X2, which is this camera here, the display is different. You got a 1-inch round display on this one versus like a 2-inch rectangular on the other one. I personally feel like you're going to be running it from your phone anyway, so I'm not really sure what the display, the bigger display, if that's going to be, you know, worth it or not. But the X3, they claim, does have an accelerometer on it, and I'm going to read through some of the differences here, and we'll put this up on the screen for you. The battery on the X3 is an 1800 milliamp versus a 1630. So they're claiming that gives you an extra 10% or whatever battery life. Yeah, there's some time-lapse differences of an 8K versus 5.7K. Active HDR on the X3, none on the X2. And 60 frames per second ME mode, yes on the X3, no on the X2. I don't even know what that means. So yeah, their touchscreen they're claiming as a 2.29 inch rectangle on the X3 versus a 1-inch circle on the X2. Photo resolution, here's a pretty significant difference, I feel. 72 megapixel on the X3 versus 18 megapixel on the X2. I don't plan on using it for pictures. I'm just worried about video, and the video is pretty much matches up until you get to your 4K at 60 frames per second on the X3 versus 4K at 50 frames per second on the X2. So like I say, we'll put this up on the screen, but for what I do, I don't feel like I need the X3. That's not saying that I might, I may end up with the X3 at some point. Or the GoPro has a 360 camera as well. So I think these two are the two big players in the 360 camera market. I'm brand new to it, so these are just my opinions. And you can, if you've got other opinions on something better or why the X3 is for the $100 is the better deal, put it in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. So thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and that helps the channel out, helps us to grow, and share it with your friends. Thanks.